Welcome back to the MSU Federal Credit Union Coaches Show.
Since 1974, nearly 80 alumni have went on to enjoy an NHL career. It's what every current player hopes to do, and the Spartans' shiny new locker room is another example of how MSU is preparing its players for the pros. Another part of the renovation included a brand new locker room, which we are standing in right now. This locker room is a lot bigger than the other one.
Yeah, no, they did a great job designing it. You know what, I think what I really like is, you know, it's an oval shape. So when we're having meetings in here, you can see every player. You know, sometimes if it's a square, you guys can kind of hide out a little bit. But yeah, super fortunate for the space.
One of the biggest differences too is that you don't have the Spartan head on the floor anymore. It's on the ceiling. Yeah. Describe to people why it's up on the ceiling instead of on the floor.
Yeah, so it's locker room kind of traditions is, you know, you don't step on the logo if it's on the ground. And so a lot of locker rooms have gone to put it on the ceiling because you get a lot of people that come through that maybe don't know it and end up having to pay a little bit of a fine. So it's nice having it up there. And obviously with the lighting, we can change the lights. I don't know why you'd have anything but green, but we have that option.
Well, maybe around Christmas time.
That's true. Yeah, that's true. That's a good call. Yeah.
No. I keep going back to this, the fact that you played here, and now as you're experiencing all these brand new things that are happening here with the program and the arena, just to reiterate maybe what it means to you to coach here at this time at Michigan State.
Yeah, no, I'm super fortunate. You know, when I got into coaching, I think one thing as a player, I didn't do a good job. I was always looking to what's next. You know, when I got into coaching, I told myself I'm just going to try to be the best coach wherever I'm at and try to grow wherever I'm at. And I never had a roadmap or a plan to say, hey, I want to coach. Obviously, I'm super thankful for this opportunity. But and I think once you coach at the different levels, you know, I feel fortunate to have coached, you know, 14-year-olds all the way up to the NHL, and it's really no different. You know, you're coaching people, you're part of something bigger than yourself, and but to come back here to Michigan State's really special. What's
the most inspiring speech that you've given this year since we're in a locker room?
I don't know. I don't know. You probably have to ask the guys that. I don't know. You know, I'm a big. Speeches are great, but I think what you do during the week is really what matters the most.
And you have a lot of prep, obviously, that goes into any series, but what is different about a series like this when you have the best two teams in the Big Ten competing for the top spot?
I mean, there's excitement right now for sure, you know, and I think that's where we got to really stay disciplined with. The reason we've gotten to the spot because we haven't focused on any of that. We focused on today and trying to be the best versions of us today and improving and keeping that chip on our shoulder too. You know, I think that one of our goals is to try to earn some respect back in college hockey. You know, I think the guys are getting closer to that, but we still have a ways to go.
Well, one of the best ways to prepare as well is you have to fuel your body.
That's right.
So we're going to go to the fueling station next.
Sounds good.
So as we mentioned, we were going to come to the fueling station because in order to be prepared for hockey, it's also taking care of your body and making sure that you're getting the right nutrition for it. So what do you like then the most about the fueling station here?
Yeah, man, I think it's a great space for our guys. One to be a team, you know, they can spend some time. You know, they obviously eat in here, but you know, guys will be doing homework and studying in here. You know, I think one of the things we really want to focus on as a group is focusing on things you can control, and one for sure is your diet. You know, you can make really good decisions, and we're asking a lot out of our guys and asking them to be committed on the ice and in the weight room and in the classroom. And so you need to put the proper nutrients in your body, and unfortunately, you know, Rob and his staff do a great job of laying out a diet for our guys. There's snacks in here all the time, and then we have our meals right in this space. So we think it's a huge deal that we have this space.
You have protein, you have fruit, you have, what else do you have here?
Well, then we'll have all their meals here, you know, so the guys come in and right after practice we'll have our meal right here, and that's important too, the timing of it. So, you know, we're asking again a lot of our guys, and the timing at which you get those nutrients in your body is critical. So every you know, if you don't do it within 20 minutes, you know, your potential for growth goes down. So yeah, like I said, Rob and his staff do an unbelievable job. And I think educating the players too is important. Like part of our job as college coaches and is to set them up for life, and our guys want to be pros, and there's not going to be someone there watching over you and giving you a meal card. You know, you got to do it on your own. So hopefully that's part of it too.
Do you have any instances where you challenge each other to like a cook-off of any sorts, or?
We haven't yet. Rob, maybe that's a good idea. We could do something. We could do something like that for sure.
All right, that sounds like a plan.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much for giving us an inside look at the renovations and all that it's doing for your hockey program here at Michigan State.
No, thanks for coming through.
If the Spartans do challenge each other to a cook-off, you know we'll be there for it. As always, we hope you enjoyed this week's episode of the MSU Federal Credit Union Coaches Show. Have a happy and healthy weekend.